Hi friends, it's Mrs. Droney. In Reading Workshop today, we're going to be working on what lessons do our characters learn along their adventures, and what can these lessons teach us? If you remember, I read Gilbert and the Lost Tooth. Gilbert lost his tooth playing kickball. And at the end of that kickball game, we noticed that another character, Lewis, picked up something small and white. In the second chapter, called The Worries, Gilbert went home to share that he had lost his tooth, but realized that he really lost his tooth. He wrote a note, though, and left it under his pillow, just in case the tooth fairy might still give him a treat. And at the end of that chapter, we notice Lewis put a small white tooth under his pillow. Let's see what happens in chapter 3. It is called The Wake Up. When the sun went down and the moon came up, the tooth fairy went to work. She packed her bag full of gifts and money. She turned on her magic tooth detector and flew into the night. She flew over the rooftops until her tooth detector lit up. When she was right over Lewis's house, it grew brighter and brighter. "I found one," she said. She crept into Lewis's room and peeked under his pillow. She found a small white tooth. "My tooth detector is always right," she said. But before she put the tooth into her bag, she looked closely. Then she looked at Lewis's snoring with his mouth open. She said. Suddenly, the tooth detector buzzed and beeped like crazy. It was pointing toward Gilbert's house. The next morning, Gilbert looked under his pillow and found money. Mother said, "The tooth fairy must have seen your note, Gilbert." Gilbert put the money into his piggy bank. Lola looked under her pillow. She found a pink toothbrush. Mother said, "The tooth fairy must want you to take care of your teeth, Lola." Lola brushed her teeth very hard. Maybe they would come loose. Lewis looked under his pillow. He didn't find money. He didn't find a toothbrush. He found a note that said, "Dear Lewis, I found a tooth under your pillow, but I do not think it's yours. Sometimes my tooth detector can be wrong. I will be back again when you really lose a tooth. Your friend, the Tooth Fairy." "Oops," Lewis said. At recess, Gilbert told everyone about the note he had left under his pillow. Lewis wondered if he should tell everyone about the tooth he had found on the playground. He wondered so hard that he didn't see the ball coming. It hit him right in the face. "Ow!" Lewis cried. But then he felt something wiggly and wobbly in his mouth. "My tooth is loose," he shouted. Everyone said yay, even Lewis. So I'm thinking about the character Lewis, and he definitely learned a lesson in this story. I'm thinking that when I read this, at the end of the story, he was probably feeling badly. The Tooth Fairy did not leave him a treat, and he did not get anything. He did not have a loose tooth until the end of the story. So I'm thinking that one of the lessons that Lewis learned is if you are patient, good things will happen. And not to lie. So today you're going to listen to the story Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie, and then you're going to think about what lesson does Ruthie learn. Be thinking about how she's feeling throughout the story and what happens with Ruthie.